Now, as I remember, right, I told you guys to do this one at home. There. Did I do this at here? No, first three has been done, right? If I remember. Right. Okay. So I will do. Right. So you guys need to give me answers. Right. So there are 10 events. Right. There are 10 events. You need to check. Give me whether it is definitely occurring. Right. That is one. Definitely not occurring. That is two. Will cannot be certain. Will occur not. That is type three. Right. Type one, type two, type three. So you have to put one, two, one or two or three to the second column. Type of the event. Correct. I think I discussed one or two, three, one or two in last week. Correct. Okay, buddy. Um, so guys, I am asking from you. I am asking from you. Nevio, can you tell me what is this? A ball thrown at sky falling downwards. Is it type 1 or 2 or 3?
Definitely not a cursor.
Yeah.
Two.
Definitely. 2?
Yes.
Why I am saying 2? I 2 again. What is the reason?
The sun doesn't rise from the west.
No. So you are telling me the answer for the second one, neither?
Yes, sir.
Super. So that is 2. Yeah, definitely not a super. Right? So guys, I think a ball thrown at a sky falling downwards. Right? So this is definitely happening. So you are going to throw a ball at the sky and it is coming to the ground, right? It is coming to the ground. So it is definitely happening. So this is one. So Nevin's answer is correct. Super. Right? Okay. The third one. The toss point landing heads up. Cellular. What is this? One or two or three? A toss coin landing heads up. Cellular.
Yes, sir.
Tell me whether the third event is one or two or three. Cellular was in there.
Sir, number 3.
Super. Cellular, did you go through? Did you go through the lesson?
Yes, sir.
Super. Yeah. So this should be three. Next one goes to answer. The next page turn in a mathematics book, being a whole numbered page. Okay, Hirusha. Go.
Number 3.
Yeah, number 3. Right. Anusara, the cricketer getting out in the next ball.
Random event.
Yeah, number 3 or 2 or 1?
3.
3, super. Right. Appearance of the moon on the new moon day. Cancer.
1.
1. Let's see. It definitely happens, sir. Appearance of the moon on the new moon day. Is it happening? New moon day, can you see any moon on the new moon day? Right? Will the moon appear on the new moon day? That is the question. Right? What about the full moon day? Can you see the can you see the moon on full moon day? Guys, tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can see the full moon. Harida, on the full moon. But when it comes to the new moon day, can you see the appearance of the moon? Right? On the new moon days, right? You cannot see any moon, Hari. On the new moon day, you cannot see any moon. Adaude, right? So this should be definitely not occurring. That should be 2. Hari, right. Now the Farah, 7th one. The sun rising tomorrow.
That's true.
First one, super. Right, definitely occurring. So, right? It ඒක උන් නැත්තම් තමයි අවුල. right? විද්‍යාඥයෝ පුදුමයි. right? So this is one. Rain occurring this afternoon. Vagisha. Rain occurring this afternoon. 1 or 2 or 3. One or two or three. Yeah. 3. Yes, super. Right? So we cannot exactly tell either. We cannot exactly tell whether this afternoon it will rain or not. I do not know. මම දන්නේ නැහැ. මට කියන්න බෑ. හරි? Right? It might rain or it might not. Right? වහින්නත් පුළුවන්, වහින්න නැති වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. Right? Right. Okay. A heavy stone floating on water. Chirag. A heavy stone floating on water.
Definitely not occur. Second one.
Second. Right? Kind of winner. Anusara, did you give me an answer? උත්තර දුන්නා මොකද?
Yes, sir.
Super. Okay, Hirusha, tell me the 10. A train leaving at the scheduled time. Tenth one. Go. Hirusha. 10th one. A train leaving at the scheduled time. දැන් මේ අතෝසෝ සිටියා නේද? hand raise කර කර ඉන්නේ නේ. Okay. So we cannot exactly tell la. A train leaving at the scheduled time, right? So in Sri Lanka නම් definitely we can say අයියෝ ඔය කියන වෙලාවට යන්නේ නැහැ, right? So no train leaves at the scheduled time, right? In Sri Lanka, but when you go to Korea, Japan, China, right? Right? Let's say train A, right? Train A, right? It will leave the platform number 1, right? Right at 4:58. Right? It will the train A leave the platform number 1 at 4:58 p.m. Where if you go to the platform number 1 and at the time of 4:59, you cannot see any train on the platform number 1. Right? If you go to the platform number 1 by 4:59 p.m, right? You cannot see any trains, right? Because right at the time the train leaves, right? On the other countries, right? This definitely occurs, right? But in Sri Lanka we cannot exactly take, right? However, right, there might be some kind of technical issues for the trains, right? There might be some late, right? Late comings or something like that. So a train leaving at the scheduled time, normally we can say this is, we cannot tell, right? Random event, right? It might go on time, it might not go on time. Alright. So however, a train leaving at the scheduled time is a random event. That is a type 3. Cannot be certain will occur or not. Are they right? I will clear the board now. So these should be your answers. Right? I will clear them. Right? Now I go down. Right? So the method you have to here. Therefore, we can conclude that the events we come across are in the above three types. That means definitely occur, definitely not occur, cannot be certain, will occur or not. So those are the three types. Right? An event, please today make a highlight karaganda, right? You need to remember this one. Make a highlight karaganda. An event, right? Which we cannot be certain will occur or not. If we cannot be certain will occur or not, are called random event, right? Random event. So another name for cannot be certain will or occur or not event can be called as random event, right? From here onwards, we are telling them as random events. These events you cannot exactly tell what could happen, right? You cannot exactly tell, you cannot predict what would happen in the future, right? You cannot predict, right? For an example, the train leaving at the scheduled time, you cannot exactly tell, right? Sometimes it might go, sometimes it may not, right? Right? So this is called a random variable, right? So keep that in your mind and highlight this. In your exams, they might ask what is a random event. Explain. So you have to write the events which cannot be certain will occur or not. You have to write. Are you there? Right. Anyway, shall we do this one? I will give you 3 minutes to complete from here to here. And I need to see your answers, right? Definitely occurs, right? And event which definitely does not occur or randomly, right? So you have to write definitely occur, definitely not occur, and random, right? DO, DNO, and R, right? You can send me the answers if you want. I will give you 3 minutes. So guys, the first one is of the two competing football teams, A and B, team A winning the game. It will be a random event because we cannot exactly tell, right, whether team A wins or team B wins. Right? Right. So second one, when a red regular cube is tossed, the side that lands up be red. Right? Red regular cube. Right? Red regular cube. Right? The total cube is red. That means the total cube is red. Right? So this is the cube and this cube is totally red. Right? Nothing else than that. For an example, it is something like this. Right? This is a red cube. Right? This is a red cube. Right? All the faces are red. Right? All the faces are red. Right? It's something like. So this is my cube. Right. When you are going to toss this cube, what would happen? Right? When a red regular cube is tossed, the side that lands up be red. Okay, කියන්නත් දෙයක්ද? Right? No need to tell it. Right? This is definitely happening. So I will type. This event will definitely definitely occur, right? Because that is a red regular cube, right? When it is tossed, right? The side that lands up is red, not blue, right? Because this is not a blue regular cube, this is a red one, right? Only you can see red, definitely okay, right? So third one, a ball taken out of a bag which contains only 5 white balls, being a black ball. Chenuka, what is the answer for this? Third one, a ball taken out of which contains only 5 white balls, being a black ball.
Definitely not okay.
Superb. Definitely not correct. Why is that? Right? Inside that bag we have mono. Right? Inside that bag we have only white balls. Only white balls. These balls are white. Right? We are going to take one of the ball out and that becomes a black ball. Can it happen? Can that black white balls can become white? Sorry, become black when it comes out? All of these balls are white. Right? When we are taking one of it out, it becomes black. Can it happen? Definitely not. Right? Even in the bag. Right? That does not happen. Right. The next passenger getting down from a bus being a woman. The next passenger getting down from a bus being a woman. Tira, what can you say? What is your answer?
Random events.
Super random event. We cannot tell exactly. Neither. We cannot tell a man or a woman will getting down from the bus, right? We cannot exactly tell. We do not know, right? It might be a man, it might be a woman, right? Right. When a regular cube with each of its 6 sides marked with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is rolled, right? Now you are going to uh, toss a cube, right? All the sides are marked from 1 to 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And the side with 5 turning up, right? And the side with 5 turning up. Farad, what is this event? Fifth one. Is this definitely happening? Definitely not occur or random? Fifth one.
Definitely okay.
Definitely occur when a regular cube with each of its 6 sides marked with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is rolled, the side with 5 turning up. Can it happen? Definitely. Right. You are going to toss a cube. Right? You are going to toss a cube. Right? So that cube marks the faces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you are going to toss it. Right? Now you are going to toss it. Then can you exactly tell, right? Can you exactly tell whether, right, after the tossing is done, the side with 5, number 5 will turn up? Can you exactly tell? Farad, can you exactly tell that? හරියටම කියන්න පුළුවන්ද when you are tossing a cube, right? Number 5 face will turn up. හරියටම කියන්න පුළුවන්. Can you exactly tell? Anusara?
No, sir.
No. So what could be the event?
Random event.
Yeah, it should be a random event, right? So this is a random event, Puti, right? Because, right? This should be a random event because, right? We cannot exactly predict, right? There are 6 phases, right? First phase, right? Then second phase, third phase, fourth phase, fifth phase, sixth phase, right? We cannot exactly tell which side comes up. Right? We cannot exactly tell which side comes up. Right? So a cube like this, when the cube back can, right? So I will use a different color. So this is a cube, right? So Farah, please look at the book, my screen. So this is something, some kind of a cube, right? This is some kind of a cube. This place is numbered 1, 2, 3, and the below side 4. Right? So I will draw the other side as in. Right? I will draw the other side, other 3 sides that you cannot see like this. Right? Right? This is the below side. Right? Bottom side. Right? This is the below side. Right? So I will tell this is the fourth side. Right? Below side is 4. This is fifth, and this is 6. So these are the 6 sides. Right? These are the 6 sides. Right? Then there are 6 sides with numbers from 1 to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 sides. We are going to toss this. Right? We are going to toss this die. Right? This is a cubic die, same cubic die, and I have drawn all the sides. Right? So this is the first place, second phase, third phase, and below I have the fourth phase, like this way. Below I have the fourth phase, and this is number 5th, number 6th. So there are 6 phases, right? Now I am going to toss this. Right? Now I am going to toss this. There are 6 phases. Sometimes I might get, right, number 1 up. Right? Number 1 phase up. Right? Sometimes I might get number 4. Right? Number 4 phase up. Right? Sometimes I might get number 5. Randomly I might get. Right? I may get number 5 phase. Randomly. Yeah. Right? Sometimes I might get number 6 phase up. So far, we cannot exactly tell which side comes up. Right? Up there. Exactly we cannot say which side will turn up. Right? So this should be a random event. Right? This should be a random event. අපිට හරියටම කියන්න පුළුවන් නම් අපිට ගිහිල්ලා right මේ අර මම ඉස්සෙල්ලා කිව්වා තමයි හරිද? If we can tell exactly what side will happen, we can be millionaires. හරිද? Right. The stone thrown at a mango tree with fruits hitting the mango. Senoli, Kihansa, can you tell me a stone thrown at a mango tree? A stone thrown at a mango tree with fruits hitting the mango. Now think.
Random events.
Yeah, super random event. Right? It now go out. Right? අවුරුදු කාලෙට, right? In a New Year festival time, you go out and you are going to under mango tree. Right? Right? There are full of mangoes filled in that tree, and you are going to hit a mango with a stone. Right? Sometimes it might hit, sometimes it might not hit. Right? So this is a random event. We cannot exactly tell that stone will hit the mango or not. Right? This is a random event. We cannot exactly tell Bhuti. So that is how we are going to think. Right? You need to think a little bit. A piece of wood, right? a piece of wood on water floating. How the division? A piece of wood placed on water floating.
Definitely occur.
Definitely occur.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? But there is a problem. හරිද right? ඔය මේ ඔයාලා දැකලා තියෙනවා සමහර සමහර කොට ගිල්ල තියෙනවා. Right? Some piece of food drawing. Right? But here it is a piece of food, right? Not a full piece, not a full pile of food, right? So this is a piece of food, right? On floating, right? Yeah, this is definitely occurring, right? Definitely occur, right? චුට්ටක් හයියෙන් කරනවා මේක, right? Now you know it. The youngest participant in the 100-meter race for those under 13 winning the race. Nevino.
Random, sir.
Yeah, random. It should be random. We cannot exactly tell whether that person will win the game or not. Win the game or not, we cannot exactly tell. This is a random. Super. Right? Then, Chaturi being a student who obtains more than 75 marks for the mathematics in the grade 7 year-end examination. Then, Senula. Okay, not Senula, Vagisha. Is this what? Okay, both. Vagisha is telling it is random. Senula, is that correct? Senula, in another reason.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, buddy. So these are the answers for this stuff. They are the answers. Right? So, okay. Right, I will clear the board. So you need to think little bit. When you are going to give an answer, you need to think before you are giving the answer, you need to think whether this can whether happens or not. Right. So rest of them are homeworks. Right? So let's come to the experiments and outcomes. Right. I am going to explain it by using the board. Right? Right? So make a what you need to understand is, right? You need to understand how to write the experiment and the right experiment and the outcome. You need to know how to write them. Right? So you need to know how to write them exactly. Right? Right. So let's see how to write down an experiment and outcome. Right? So this is the second subtitle. Experiment and outcomes. This is very easy. හරි මෙතනින් පාඩම ඉවරත් එක්ක right very මේක පට්ට easy හරි so no need to worry හරි බුද so look at the table right so I have given an some examples හරිද right so look at the first example Pathum Nisanka will hit a 6 in next ball right so I will write it so that is my event හරි Pathum Nisanka, right, will hit a 6. Right, will hit a 6 in next ball. So this is my event. Right? So what is the experiment and what is the outcome? Now we are going to understand that. Right? Right? So first of all, experiment. Penny, whatever. Experiment and outcome. Right? Outcomes. Right. So now our event is, right, Pathum Nisanka will hit a 6 in next ball, right? So experiment. How do you write the experiment? Now you are going to do an experiment, right? Now event has been given. Pathum Nisanka will hit a 6 in next ball, no, right? So we'll hit a 6 in next ball. So what we have to do? We have to observe. Yeah? Observe Pathum Nisanka will hit a 6. Sorry, will hit the next ball. So we do not know whether that is happening or not. However, we have to observe that Pathum hits next ball. Right? Pathum ඊළඟට ගහන එක දිහා බලාගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ. We need to observe, right, the shot that Pathum will play. Right? So you have to write observing Pathum hits next ball. Right? Pathum අපි ඊළඟ බෝලට පැතුම් ගහන දිහා බලාගෙන ඉන්නවා. We need to observe what Pathum is doing. Right? We need to observe what Pathum is doing. So we have to write, right, as the experiment, observing Pathum hits next ball. Right? So this is the experiment, right? This is the experiment, right? So what would be the outcomes? He might hit a 6 or not, right? Sometimes it might be a 4, sometimes it might be a leg bite, sometimes it might be a wide, sometimes it might be a no ball, sometimes it might be 2 runs, right? Sometimes it might be 4 runs, sometimes it might be out, right? So by looking at here, we have take, will hit a 6 in next ball. So one outcome is hitting a 6, the other outcome is not hitting the 6. So we have to write them. So Pathum, so outcomes, this is the experiment. So the outcome is Pathum hit a 6 or not. That's the clue, right? Pathum hit a 6 or not. Right? So you have to first observe what he is doing. That is our experiment. Right? Then results we can see. Then we can see the result. What's happened after hitting? Right? After hitting, we can see the result. What would happen? He will hit the 6 or not. Right? We do not know. Right? Okay. So second one, a rolled cubic die landing number 1 upside. Right? So I will write it. That is my event. A rolled cubic die landing number one upside. Number one upside. There are 6 sides, like I explained you earlier. For a cubic die, there are 6 sides, 6 faces, right? Those 6 faces have been numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So here it says a rolled cubic die landing number 1 upside. So again, what is the experiment? We have to observe, we have to observe experiment. Then outcome, right? You need to learn how to write the experiment and the outcome. After the experiment, we can observe the outcomes, right? After the experiment, we can observe the outcome. So by looking at this one, how do we write how do we write the experiment, right? So we are going to roll a cubic die, right? So observe rolling the cubic die, right? So we have to write. Observe. So you have to take the word by looking at this one, right? Observe rolling the cubic die and which side of the cube lands up, right? So that is the thing, right? We are going to see, we are going to observe after the rolling the die, right? After rolling the die, which side comes up. So that is the thing, that is the experiment that we are going to do, right? We are going to observe which side comes up, right? Which side comes up. We do not know whether number 1 or any other number. Right? So we have right. Observe which side of the cube lands up. Right? So what are the outcomes? So you can take this outcome by looking at this. These are the outcomes. Number 1, right? And not, right? Number 1 side lands up or not, right? That is all. Right? You can refer this. Number 1 upside or not, right? Number 1 landing up, or other number landing up, or you can say or not, right? So I will write or other number landing up, sorry, other number landing up. Very easy. You have to catch the pattern, Buddhi, right? There is a pattern. You have to take all the things from here by looking at the event. Right? So guys, shall we do the third one? Shall we do the third one? Do you fit a try? What a try karan ba? Right, I will give you like 30 seconds. Huh? So rain occurring this afternoon. My experiment is that we are going to observe the sky turns dark. Right? Observe the sky turns dark. So what are the outcomes? One of the outcomes is so we have to take it from here, right? Rain occurring, right? Or not, right? Very simple. Rain occurring or not. Right? Right. So you have to take the insights or you have to take the information by looking at this event. Then you can turn that into an experiment, and you can, by looking at the experiment, you can write down the outcomes. All of the things have done, you have to done the same way. You have to do the same way. Madusanke will hit a 6 in next ball. So you have to take the experiment by looking at this one. Observing Pathum hits the next ball. So by looking at the experiment, you can write down the outcomes based on this, right? So Pathum hits a 6 or not, right? Pathum might hit a 6 or not, right? Definitely, we do not know what happens, right? But here, a rolled cubic die landing number 1 upside, right? So how do we write the experiment? So we have to extract the experiment by reading this. මේක කියවල තමයි අපිට ගන්න ඕන. Right? Observe which side of the cube lands up. So we are going to toss the cube and we are going to observe what is the number of the face which landing up. So we are going to observe that. So we have right, observe which side of the cube lands up. By based on this one, right? By looking at this one, according to the experiment, we have to write the outcomes, right? Make number 1 upside, okay. Number 1 landing up or other number landing up, right? Or not, right? Whatever. Rain occurring this afternoon. So you have to think a little bit, right? Rain occurring in this afternoon, whether we have to observe whether the sky turns dark, right? Whether the sky turns dark, right? Then by based on this one, this experiment, you can write the outcomes. Rain occurring or not, doesn't matter. Sometimes the rain occur or not, right? So that is how we are going to give the answers. Okay, so shall we go to the example number 1? Right, now we are going to write the outcomes of a given experiment, right? Right, you have to give the answers what the questions that I am asking. මම අහන ප්‍රශ්න වලට හිතින් හරි උත්තර දෙන්න, right? So you have to think a little bit, right? When you are going to do this one, right? Example number 1, right? Example number 1. Right? So now we are going to write down the outcomes of a given experiment, right? So first one, read the first one first, right? The faces of a die are numbered, right? Faces of a die are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So shall I share the screen so that you can see it? Right. So this is it, right? So we have done this, right? So this is what we are going to discuss, right? Example number 1, right? Now we are going to write some outcomes of a given experiment. So this is our question. The faces of a die are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The die is rolled once, right? Right? Only one time that die is rolled, right? The number on the face that turns upward is observed, right? That is the experiment. The number on the face that turns upward is observed. Write the set of outcomes of this experiment. So Buddha, I have given here, right? I have given here the both sides of the cube, right? Cube both sides I have given, right? First side 1, 2, 3. There are 3 faces. The other 3 faces you cannot see, but I have given it here, 4, 5, 6. So all the 6 faces are here. The same cube, right? The 2 sides, right? Same cube. The 2 sides have been given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? A single cube, 2 sides that you can see and that you cannot see. So there are 6 faces which numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, Pune? So I will come to the board. Right? So this is it. And we are going to write down the set of outcomes that might occur. Right? Set of outcomes that we can observe. Right? Okay. So this is my cubic diagram. 1, 2, 3. And if we this is the below side 4, right? So I can write it like this, draw it like this. 4, 5, 6. The other two sides. Maybe in this side 5 and this side 6, right? 5, 6. So these are the 6 sides. Now we are going to write down the outcomes of the experiment, right? We are going to roll it once. What are the outcomes that we can get? Can anyone tell me? How many outcomes that we can get? How many phases are there? Tell me, how many phases are there?
6.
6.
6.
Yes. Those 6 phases have been numbered, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? We are going to toss it once. So if that time, right, then number 1 can land up, right? I cannot tell exactly. This is a random event, right? Then sometimes number 2 can land up. Sometimes number 3 can land up. Sometimes number 4 can land up. Neither. Sometimes number 5 can land up. Sometimes number 6 can land up. Sometimes, can you write any other number? Sometimes number 7 can land up. Neither. Is that correct?
No, sir.
Why is that? Nothing. Why?
Because there's only 6 phases.
Yeah, there is only 6 phases and only up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? So 7 cannot be there. 7 is not included in the phases. So number 7 cannot be lands up. Alright, make it in the back. Number 10. Can it can happen, eh? Number 10 can lands up. Yes or no?
No.
No,
No.
it cannot happen because number 10 is not there. Only 6 outcomes there. Right? Only there are 6 outcomes. So please do the write down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? These are the possible outcomes. So we are going to tell these possible outcomes. Only 6 possible outcomes are there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because there are 6 phases. Right, brother? So try to do example number 2. I think Answer has done all the things.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So example number 2 is something like this. Right? Example number 2. The faces of a tetrahedron. Tetrahedron are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. The die is rolled once and the number on the face that turns upward is observed. Write the set of outcomes of this experiment. Very easy. There is a tetrahedron. It is something like this. All the faces are triangular, right, of the tetrahedron. So here you have 1 and 2, and the other two sides you can see, right? So I will write something like this, huh? This side is 1, this side is 2, this below side is 3, the other side is 4. Only 4 faces are there for tetrahedron, right? So this is a tetrahedron cube, something like a tetrahedron, right? So that is not a cube, huh? Sorry. This is a tetrahedron and you are going to roll it once. How many faces are there for tetrahedron? 4 faces. And those 4 faces have been numbered 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So you have to write down only the possible outcome. So how do we write? Possible outcomes. Right? The first possible outcome is 1. The second one, 2. When you are going to toss it, 1 can lands up or lands down, right? 2 can lands down, right? Lands down, yes. Yes, write the set of face that turns, okay, right? So 2, then 3, then 4. Is the number 5 outcome of this experiment?
5.
Huh?
5 outcomes, sir.
Is this 5
No, sir.
an outcome or not? No, this is a not.
No, sir.
No, this is not an outcome. Only 1, 2, 3, 4 are the outcomes. Right, Pudit? So you can do the rest. Example number 3 and 4. Hari? So it is up to you guys. Those are very easy. So Pooja, right? The last thing, right? Very easy. What the lazy, right? The likelihood of an experiment. Third subtitle. Right? The likelihood of an experiment. Right? So what is that? Likelihood of an experiment. Right? If each outcomes of an experiment is equally likely to occur, what is that? Then the object used in the experiment is called fair or an unbiased object. Right? Yeah. If the all of the outcomes of an experiment is called equally likely to occur, right? Then we can say the object that we use to perform that experiment, right, is a fair or unbiased object. What is that? Right? Previously, we use a regular cube, right? Cubic die. Right? What can you say about the cubic die? All the faces are squares, right? And all the faces are flat, right? All the faces are flat and square. Identical and symmetrical faces. Identical and symmetrical faces. So, number 1 landing up, number 2 landing up, number 3 landing up, number 4 landing up, number 5 landing up, number 6 landing up. All the outcomes are equally likely to happen. Equally likely to happen. Because the cubic die we used previously, right? When we compare all the faces, right? All the faces are equal. All the faces are identical in shape, right? Square faces, flat faces, symmetrical. They are symmetrical, right? So that we can say that is an unbiased cube or fair cube, right? So let's go to the example number 1, Puti. Right? Example number 1. Read that. Right? The faces of a regular die, are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right? The die is rolled once, right? Rolled once, and the number on the face that turns upward is observed. Right? So you know right how to write down the outcomes, eh? So what are the outcomes? So you have to fill that box. Outcomes. So outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the outcomes. If you finish writing down this, so what is the next one? What is the next box? Next box that you have? What is the next box? In the below, right? You can say like this. If above outcomes are, it has been given. If above outcomes are equally likely happen. Equally likely to occur, right? Equally likely to occur. Then the cubic die use is, right? If above outcomes are equally likely to occur, then the cubic die used is a fair die. We can say a fair die. Sadharana ekak, right? Asadharana nahi, right? Not fair, right? So we cannot say unfair, right? But this is a fair die, or we can say an unbiased die. We can say an unbiased die. Right? This has been given, Putih. Right? Right, Putih. Look at the example number 2. Example number 2 එකත් බලන්න. A coin, right? So shall I write it? A coin. Very easy. This one is very easy. Yeah? A coin is tossed. Once, and the side that lands up, and the side that lands up is observed, right? Is observed, right? So then what are the outcomes for a coin, right? In a coin, how many sides do we have? Which sides ගානක් තියෙනවද? Only how many sides? How many sides for a coin? Two. So what are those two sides? Normally we say
Head and tail.
super, head and tail. Right? So I will say this is head. This is head, and the below side is tail. So what are the possible outcomes that we can get? What are the possible outcomes? Only tell me what are the possible outcomes that we can get when tossing a coin?
Head or tail?
Head or tail.
Superb. नियम है head or tail में head or tail, right? So same thing repeats. If above outcomes are equally likely to occur, then the cubic die here you have not the cubic die but the coin. coin used is a fair coin, right? A fair coin and unbiased coin. An unbiased coin. Right? Right, Budhi? So, guys, I am going to stop the class here from today, right? From here to today. So,